Welcome back, everyone, to the English Vision podcast. I'm John, and I am here with Sarah. Whether you are listening on your way to work, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we are so glad you joined us today.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. John, I have to be honest, I am feeling a little stressed today. I had a really frustrating morning.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. What happened?
Well, I was at the coffee shop downtown. I was waiting in line for about 10 minutes. It was very crowded. Then this man walked right in the door, stepped right in front of me, and ordered his drink. He completely ignored me. And the worst part is, I just stood there. I froze. I did not know what to say in English, so I said nothing.
That is incredibly frustrating. We call that cutting in line when someone skips the queue and goes straight to the front. It happens, and it always makes people angry. But listen, it's perfectly normal that you froze. It's hard enough to handle a confrontation in your native language, let alone in a second language like English.
Exactly. In my home country, I would have told him to move to the back immediately. But in English, my mind went blank. I wanted to say something, but I was afraid I would sound rude, or maybe I would use the wrong words and make the situation worse. How do Americans handle this?
That is a brilliant topic for today. How to stand up for yourself in public, politely but firmly. We call this being assertive. Let's define that. Assertive means you express your needs and your rights clearly and respectfully without being aggressive, but also without being weak.
Assertive. I really like that word. I want to be assertive, not aggressive, but not silent either. So let's go back to the coffee shop. What exactly should I have said to that man?
The easiest and most common way to start is with a question. You want to give them the benefit of the doubt. That's a common American phrase. It means you pretend they made a harmless mistake, even if you suspect they did it on purpose.
Give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, I understand. So I act like they just didn't see me standing there. What's the question I should ask?
You always start with, "Excuse me." It's the perfect, polite way to get a stranger's attention. Then you can say, "Excuse me, are you in line?" Or you can say, "Excuse me, the line actually starts back there."
Excuse me, the line actually starts back there. That sounds very polite. But what if he ignores the polite hint? What if he turns to me and says, "Oh, I'm just grabbing a quick coffee. I'm in a hurry."
Then you have to be a little more firm. You stand your ground. You can say, "I understand you're in a hurry, but we're all waiting. I believe I was next."
I believe I was next. That's a great phrase. It's very clear, but it doesn't use any angry or insulting words.
Exactly. And the tone of your voice is very important here. You want to keep your voice calm and steady. Don't shout, but don't whisper either. You want to speak from your chest, confidently.
What if I just said, "Hey, get to the back of the line"? Is that too aggressive?
Yes, that's definitely aggressive. That type of phrasing might start a shouting match. You want to avoid telling strangers to do things directly. Instead of giving a command like "move to the back," you should state a fact. The fact is, the line starts behind me. Or the fact is, I was here first.
I see the difference. So state facts, don't give commands. That's a very helpful rule for speaking English in public. What about other situations? Sometimes on the train, I leave my bag on a seat to save it. I turn around for 1 second and someone is moving my bag to sit down.
That's another classic city situation. Again, start with your magic phrase, "Excuse me." Then you say, "Excuse me, I believe that's my seat." Or, "Excuse me, I was actually sitting there."
Excuse me, I was actually sitting there. Let's say I use that phrase, but the person is just rude. What if they pretend they don't hear me? Or what if they put their headphones on and ignore me completely?
That's when you have to make a quick decision. You have to decide if it's worth the stress. Sometimes people are just going to be rude no matter what language you speak. If they completely ignore you, you can try tapping them gently on the shoulder and repeating yourself. But honestly, if they're acting very stubborn or angry, it might be better to just let it go and find another seat. We call this picking your battles.
Picking your battles, meaning choosing which problems are worth fighting for and which ones you should just walk away from to save your energy.
Exactly. Your safety and your peace of mind are always more important than a coffee shop line or a seat on the bus. If someone seems unstable or if they raise their voice at you, don't try to be assertive. Just step away. It's never worth getting into a dangerous situation.
That makes perfect sense. Safety first. But for normal, everyday situations, I feel much better now. I want to practice this. Let's do a role play. Let's pretend you just walked in front of me at the grocery store.
Okay, I'm pushing my shopping cart, I'm looking at my phone, I step right in front of you at the cash register. Oh, sorry, I just need to pay for these apples real quick.
Excuse me, but I believe I was next. The line actually starts behind that gentleman over there.
Oh, wow, I'm so sorry. I didn't even see the line. I'll head to the back.
Wow, that was easy. Did I sound natural?
You sounded perfectly natural and very confident. And here's the secret, Sarah. Most of the time, it really is that easy. Most people don't want public conflict. When you call them out politely, they'll apologize and move. When people cut in line, they're usually just hoping that nobody will be brave enough to say anything.
Call them out. Does that mean to draw attention to their bad behavior?
Yes, exactly. To call someone out means to point out what they're doing wrong. You're calling them out, but you're doing it with highly polite diplomatic vocabulary. Let's talk about one more situation. What if you're dealing with a customer service worker who's being rude to you?
Oh, that's a hard one. Like if I'm trying to return a shirt to a store and the cashier is rolling their eyes and giving me a bad attitude.
Right. You can't walk away because you need your money back, but you also don't want to be disrespected. In this situation, if the worker is being rude to you, you can say, "Excuse me, I would appreciate it if we could keep this professional."
I would appreciate it if we could keep this professional. That's very strong. It sounds like something a lawyer would say.
It's very professional. If they're speaking to you in a rude tone of voice, you can also say, "I don't appreciate that tone. Can you help me understand what the problem is?"
I don't appreciate that tone. I love that. It shows that I recognize they're being rude, but I'm still remaining calm and trying to solve the problem.
You hit the nail on the head. The ultimate goal in all of these public confrontations is not to win an argument. The goal is what we call de-escalation.
De-escalation. That's a very advanced word. De-escalate. Does that mean to bring the anger level down?
Spot on. Escalate means to go up, to get higher, like an escalator in a shopping mall. If an argument escalates, it gets louder and angrier. De-escalate means to bring the tension down. By using phrases like, "I believe I was next," instead of shouting, "Hey, you cut me," you're de-escalating the situation. You're solving the problem without raising the temperature in the room.
Solving the problem without raising the temperature. I'm going to write that down. Let's review the best phrases from today so our listeners can memorize them. If someone cuts in line, I say,
"Excuse me, the line actually starts back there." Or, "Excuse me, are you in line?"
and if someone tries to take my seat on the bus, I say,
"Excuse me, I was actually sitting there."
and if a cashier or worker is giving me attitude, I say,
"I would appreciate it if we could keep this professional."
and the golden rules are start with excuse me, state facts instead of giving commands, and always pick your battles.
You've got it perfectly. You're officially ready to handle the coffee shop tomorrow. No more freezing in line.
Thank you, John. Next time someone tries to step in front of me, I'll know exactly what to say. Politely, but firmly.
That's the spirit. Thank you everyone for tuning into this episode of the English Vision podcast. We hope these phrases help you navigate the real world with confidence. Keep practicing your English, stay safe out there, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Thank you for listening. Bye, everyone.